Okay, you can't necessarily see it clearly now, but that white line at the bottom of the clouds there is still quite bright, and just a minute or two ago it was glaring like crazy. Now that area is roughly southeast. Okay, I'm in London, and that's southeast, roughly speaking. Now, as you can see, that huge glare has been covered over by a great big chemtrail cloud. It's a very unusual cloud, you know. Young people may not realise it, so I'll point it out to them. We did used to have dark grey clouds, and they were moody looking. But they weren't mucky. What was the word I was going to use? They were moody, not mucky. Was I going to say mucky? Just sort of messy, dirty grey. And also, look how unusual it is. It's pretty much a straight line underneath. That's very unusual, really. Clouds used to be more... See along the top, it's more bumpy and rounded. That's more natural cloud. But to have a straight line like that underneath is really unusual. That glare, and it really was glaring, right, at 5:30 in the evening in England in April 2012. Okay, 5:30 in the evening, you wouldn't really get glaring cloud like that. But that was a really glaring area, that white area that you see there, that strip of white. And then the chemtrail cloud really was sort of brought in to cover it, literally, as if to cover it. Now, before this in the past, I've seen in that kind of area there, which is about northeast of London, also very glaring clouds, several times, glaringly bright after the sun has gone overhead. Okay, because the sun this is around about the afternoon when the sun is overhead and gone to the other side of my flats. And yet here on the eastern side you can get really glaring bright clouds. Now, why is that? I don't really remember these being very common before, but they're more and more common now. Okay, and there's quite a glaring one, that white one there. Look at the difference between that white cloud and all these grey ones. You never used to see white clouds, so pure white clouds mixed in with such dark grey clouds before. You've got a more of clouds slowly changed from white to grey or grey to white. You didn't have them sort of mixing together like that, one white and one dark grey right next to it. That is totally unnatural. Those dark grey clouds, the murky ones, that's what I was going to say, murky looking ones, are totally unnatural chemtrail clouds. You always used to get clouds, but they looked grey cloud, dark grey clouds even, but they looked moody, not quite murky. And now they look murky. Now, if this has anything to do with Nibiru in any way, does anyone know which way Nibiru is coming from? I have never actually had anyone, I've never found out in a video where Nibiru is coming from. Is it coming from the east? Is it coming from the east? Remember, Jesus' star came from the east. That's just something interesting that I thought I'd mention. It's these lights, this glaring is easterly. So, does anyone know? Oh yeah, and the westerly, northwest glares were months ago. So it's as if it's been, say, around October, November, and then perhaps January. So it's as if it's been travelling in this sort of direction from the northeast to the southeast. Is that Nibiru in some way? Does anyone know where Nibiru is travelling, is coming from? If it's going to do a turn of the heavens in a year, then by December it will be around about here again, northeast of London, or northeast of London, round about northeast of London. Okay, so which direction is Nibiru coming from? Does anyone know, please? Can they tell me? Can you write in the comments section or something? Thank you. I've never actually heard which direction it's supposed to be coming from. Bye.